Hey, so I'm going to run through a demo on RAIPD MCP to convert your REST API into an MCP server in minutes. So specifically, we're going to talk about how to template a subdomain in a tool endpoint. So if you go into your tools and if you edit a tool, you'll be able to set up the tool name, tool description, any tool arguments that the model will see. And this is where you specify the tool trigger. So you first select get, and then you can do your tool endpoint here. So if you don't need a dynamic subdomain, you can just use your tool endpoint there and template properties in like this. But let's say you want a dynamic subdomain. So first what you'd do is you'd put the curly braces in and then go subdomain like this. And here's an example here where you can also put the subdomain here too in the body or the headers or the endpoint and this kind of thing. So put in your variable that you want here, go up, click save, and then on your setup, you will see here some configuration, I'll move myself, some configuration about how to then get those dynamic variables into the MCP server configuration. So if this was the JSON config to specify your server URL, and then you can also add any API keys. So there's like authorization, bearer, this is where you'd put your key. And these properties are automatically passed into the tool call here. So you could have authorization, you could have some dynamic variable such as subdomain, and then any key here, any header key here will be templated in the tool here. So this could be subdomain, or it could be my variable or whatever. So that's like the connection. So you could do custom variable, and then that's what the template would need to look like in the tool configuration, or API key, authorization, etc. So now that's in place, we can go, let's go to cursor and have a look at that JSON config. So you can see here that I have my URL, and I have my API key and subdomain. Go back to my my MCP server, and then call the. This is just a test tool, so call the get business tool, please. And this is the agent in cursor. This will then pick up the tool specification. You can see here that it's adding the tool message here. So we'll click run tool. And then when we go back, you can see that the tool was called. So this tool was called with these headers, and you can see that the subdomain is now here. And then this is what was actually called. So HTTP, your subdomain was injected here. This tool was called with these bodies, and the response was okay. So yeah, that's a super quick example of how you could then add custom dynamic subdomains as a header property here in the JSON config, and then how you would get it templated into your tool specification here. Great, any questions, please ask. Otherwise, hope that was helpful. Cheers.